My name is Sarah, and as a DJ and as a multidisciplinary artist, I go by the name Riobamba, and I'm here with Symphonic today to record a special set showing love to New York City. The beginning of my story, well, I was born in Massachusetts to Ecuadorian and Jewish parents. I grew up in those immigrant communities in the Springfield area in Western Massachusetts. As a DJ, I started playing originally in Boston and really started my practice there. And then about 10 years ago, I moved to New York to continue growing and to continue evolving as a person and as an artist too. I see participating in community in a couple different ways, and I think both as a DJ and participating in movement work, it requires a lot of deep listening. So in terms of showing up in community, that can look like really centering community-led efforts, and community-led, I mean listening to the folks that are most directly impacted by social issues and following their lead. And in supporting that, that can be a combination of amplifying their voices and amplifying the folks that are most affected and impacted. It can mean organizing around mutual aid. It can be disrupting and protesting as well. And on the side of cultural organizing or the music work that I do, for me that looks like starting a record label called APOCALIPSIS, which is really meant to amplify music as a site of joy and resistance. I also co-facilitate a party called Chaotica with my friend Ushka, and that's also in the similar vein of just providing a space for folks to move energy, to organize, and to be joyful together. As an artist, I'm just always trying to channel those energies as well and to be present and to show up in the ways that are required in every moment. I think of community in the plural. For me, that means other first generation and immigrant folks that are descendant from the Andean region in Latin America, other anti-Zionist Jews that are here in the US and abroad and worldwide. Community inspires me to listen and to remember. I think especially being first generation here, I've felt sometimes disconnected from my roots or my lineages. And listening enables me to remember healing practices, sound practices, all different ways of connection through being in community. I've always felt connected to New York City through my own family's history, whether from Ellis Island to Spanish Harlem. Those are all points that are important in our own histories. As an artist, I just feel like the possibilities are infinite here. No matter which way I want to pivot in my own personal or artistic growth, there's space for that. And I feel very rooted here in terms of chosen family that I've met through music, and we've really built lives together really over the past decade plus. I feel like I'm constantly in dialogue with all the different sound histories that live within this city, whether that's exploring different club music undergrounds to holding respect and reverence for the sound traditions that come from the Black and Brown communities here in the city and all of the points of innovation from those communities, whether it's hip hop to salsa and beyond. My place is to listen and to trace those points of connection and to find the way that my own story fits into that. Where do I go to see music in my city? It's really always changing because the city's always changing and I'm responsive to that. I think most recently I was really excited to go see an Andre 3000 show at the Crown Hill Theater in Crown Heights that recently opened. And then within like the same 2-week period, I went and performed at a Lunar New Year celebration, which I was honored to be at. And that was curated and produced by Bubble Tea over at Elsewhere. So week to week, it's always different. And I'm just in a constant state of learning and awe, to be honest. I see New York City as a music city because I see music as an expression and an extension of community. And so with all the layers of cultures, languages, and all the sound lineages that live within those things, there's just constant opportunities to learn and to be introduced to new things that are actually really ancient. I've been with Symphonic for about 3 years now, I believe, and I chose to work with them because I see that the people that work at Symphonic are actively participating in music culture and communities here in New York and beyond. And that gives me the confidence to know that when I bring a release to Symphonic, that they're gonna do the work to understand the culture and the context of that music and to find the best audiences to connect with to really give that release the best shot at growing and thriving. My intention for the music set today was to start with the foundation of acknowledging what's happening right now, especially in Gaza and Palestine, and holding space to feel grief and to name what's in the room, or the greater room, and then to find ways to channel that grief and to transform it through dance music, through amplifying the work of a lot of friends like Dana Lou, Dos Flacos, and other friends that were included in the tracks today. And remembering that when times are tough and there's feelings of desperation globally, we have to fall into community and fall into supporting each other.
You finna shake the room, go and shake it, yeah. Here we go.
Thank you for listening. My name is Riobamba. See you in New York, Ecuador, and beyond. Thanks for the support.
Baby, get in tune, those fuckers on the text, finish up the whole room. Let's shake the block, let's make it drop, let's get going. Shake the block, let's make it drop, let's get